What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about ADA today, Cardano. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, my friends. We are sitting at about 85.44 cents on this, the 7th of March, kicking off the day with 21 hours, 39 minutes left at a negative 5.7% drop so far. A little bit lower, actually, right? The low today was at 81.7 cents. We could go lower. It's possible, but I don't think we do. I think what you've done was you just slipped to start off the day, right? You had that like kind of false endeavor to the downside, shake out the weak hands maybe, and then have a bullish finish to the end of the day. That's kind of what I'm expecting. Finding support at this prior area of resistance. Yes, my friends. I know. The crypto White House summit is tomorrow. I understand, or today, however you want to phrase it. But I don't expect it. A lot of people are calling for it to be a sell the news event. If a lot of people weren't calling for it to be a sell the news event, if it wasn't on everybody's radar as a sell the news event, then I might not be as optimistic on it. I don't think it's going to be a crazy pump event. I just think it's going to be a know-nothing day, right? Because genuinely, I don't think it's going to be as exciting. I think it'll be cool. We're going to have the first crypto summit in the White House that's ever happened in history. It's a historical event, make no mistake. But I don't think it's going to promote anything crazy on that day, right? I think the crazy times are going to happen in the days to come afterwards, the weeks to come afterwards, right? And if we do sell, if it is a sell the news event, cool. But generally speaking, you guys, how sell the news events work is you pump into them. And then once the event happens, right, you buy the hype. You buy the hype of the event happening. And then once the event happens, you sell the news. That's generally how it works. Well, here, we're not really moving up, right? I mean, it would be kind of weird, in my opinion, to see anything that's too much lower. And again, we are finding support at a rather significant area here. This prior area of resistance, this little shelf here, we found support here before. I just have a hard time seeing ADA go a little bit lower. Maybe other coins dump today, but not this one. I don't think it will. I think you've already seen the dump for today. Low to high, tipping the 0.5 after hitting the 236. It's not necessarily a normal thing to do. Normally, actually, you would go down to the golden ratio, so maybe I'm going to eat my words on this. Let's talk about that. If you were to go down, maybe I'm wrong, and you don't hold this low as support. I don't expect that you do this. I'm talking about it in case it happens. We're at 85 cents now. 76 cents to 72 cents would likely be the area that you find support. If you don't find support there, then something as low as 62.8 cents would happen. But I don't think that I don't think that you're going down there personally. And I definitely would not think that you go below this low. But I am expecting that we move up today. I think today, being down 6.19%, it just keeps going down more. The more and more I talk, it's just dropping. It hates my voice or something. I think that by the time I stop talking, you're going to start moving up, and the day likely closes green. That's my expectation. If not neutral, but I would expect it to close green. If we look at this on a 4-hour time frame, we use our Fibonacci retracement tool here from a low to a high. You've pulled back. You tipped the golden ratio perfectly. You hit the 236, and now you're finding support on the 0.5. Everything about this right here tells me you want to move up. This tells me everything I need to know right here. I wish I started the video with that. I wouldn't even need to explain the case of the downside, because now it's impossible. No, it's not. It's not impossible. Nothing's ever impossible, you guys. But I really don't. As long as this 4-hour candle in the next 1 hour and 36 minutes can close here, and then the preceding candles do not close below the 0.5, as long as we don't close below the 0.5 and we start closing above the 382, specifically the 236, that's the low. That's the higher low today, and we are moving up. I would suspect that by the end of today, we do close back above $1. You're at 85.3 cents now. And in the midst of a sea of bulls and bears calling for a sell the news dump event, I might be the only person talking about Cardano saying that today I think you will close, if not above $1, above 99 cents at least, right? Something around there. Closing above the 236 after seeing this kind of maneuver off the golden ratio to the 236 to the 0.5 and then up like that, it's bullish. It's good stuff. It likely suggests that you're going to see continuation of this move here. From a high to a low, continuation would the expected continuation would be something around, $1.32, $1.53, and we would likely see this happen over the coming days. We're on the 4-hour time frame here. I would think that this happens not by the end of this week, right? But I mean, maybe by the end of this week. Maybe we are at $1.32 by Sunday. I don't know. The weekends tend to be boring, to be completely fair. But I have a theory that this weekend won't be boring. It's just a theory. It's just a theory. But I have my reasons for it. But I'm not going to get into that now. I do think that this weekend's going to be rather bullish. Maybe we do see $1.32 by the end of the week. If not, certainly early next week, going into next week, we'll be at $1.32, $1.53, somewhere up in this zone is what I'm expecting. If not, Maybe we move slower. Maybe we're a little bit more methodical. And then it's sometime like late next week that we're up here. But next week, if not by the end of this week, we'll at least be at $1.32, $1.53, somewhere in that kind of zone. That's the immediate expectation, okay? I've already told you what to look for if we're going lower. I've told you what to look for if we're going higher. The area that you need to close above in order to validate that you're going higher is 99 cents. The area that you need to close below to validate that you're going lower is 82.5 cents. And if you go lower, where are you going to go? 76 to 63 cents, somewhere in that zone. But I don't think you do. I'm thinking that you hold support here, but time will tell. I want to look at the 4-hour RSI. You do have lower lows in the RSI, and you're right at the 40. Closing here would actually be really nice because then you get a chance to bounce off the 40. Anytime you have lower lows in the RSI, but you have higher lows in the price, which you do right here, that is what you call hidden bullish divergence. And that oftentimes does indicate continuation of the trend, which what's the trend right now? I don't know. It looks to be slanted to the upside, right? I don't know. It's just this that really makes it upwards, but you do have higher lows and a higher high here from this low overall. You are in somewhat of an upward trend. So I would think that you do continue moving upwards. You would see a higher high based off of this as long as this area holds, right? We're still, I would say that this isn't necessarily fair of me to do because there is a lot of assuming going on, but we have an hour and 33 minutes left in this candle. And really it's not just this candle closing here and not lower. It'd be the next one starting to grow or the next ones starting to grow that will really dictate if we see the price action in the way that I'm expecting it to happen. If we look at this 1 hour time frame, just to look for further confirmation on that, you are in a downtrend. You're in a very nice downtrend in the 1 hour RSI here. You've hit the oversold zone. You've hit a pretty low level in the oversold zone. And generally speaking, with these downward sloping trends in the RSI, you can start looking for the trend to resolve itself after you've hit the oversold zone, right? Doesn't mean that it has to absolve itself right now, but being on the 1 hour time frame, being that this is the 3rd hour of the day right now, and we have about 21 hours left, I would assume by the end of today, we absolutely have broken out of this to the upside. If we continue to move down, if we see lower lows and still break out of it to the upside, that would imply that we do go lower today. So just be aware of that. That could happen. But if we move up probably 85 cents now, if we move up above about 90 cents, I think that would be enough to break us out of this downtrend in the 1 hour RSI and would lead to all the things that we've talked about so far as the upside goes. Looking at the daily time frame, bullish as hell. Super bullish, man. You could drop all the way back down and you're still bullish. Super, super bullish. Getting overbought, bouncing at the 50 area or anywhere above the 50 area and then getting back overbought normally leads to really good things. I'm not saying that you will see a move that's this big. Normally it does lead to a move that's bigger. And maybe I shouldn't say that actually. I do think that you will see a move that's bigger than this overall. I just don't think it'll happen in one day. I think that was a 72% move. Cardano getting into the overbought zone here on the daily time frame will likely from this low likely see a move that's bigger than 72%, but I think it'll take a week, 2 weeks, maybe more than that whenever it begins. That doesn't mean from now. It could mean from now, but it depends on whenever we get this this daily time frame to close green, whenever we get into the overbought zone, right? That's whenever it'll happen. So I would assume that yes, we see a move that is larger than this overall, larger than 72%, but it probably doesn't happen in one day. It probably takes more time than that, and that's okay. If we are looking for prices that are above here, then I think it's completely fair to take a high to low fib here and look for the extensions. The minimum target that we would be expecting would be something at about $1.72 to $2.40, somewhere around there. And this could be expected or anticipated probably by the middle of this month. Timing is the hardest thing to get, you guys. It really is the hardest thing to get. But I'm assuming, just looking at the price action here, you were in a downtrend. Looks like you've broken out of that. You're consolidating now. I mean, if we could draw this just real quick, hold on. Get this line on here. Something like this. Right? You've broken out of your downtrend. You're finding support. You're back testing it for support now. You're finding support at prior areas of resistance and prior areas of support here. You're finding support at your golden ratio and showing bullish structure building out of this fib here. I would think that you probably do see a move up that's rather fast, at least on a daily time frame. I would think that by the middle of this month, if not, certainly maybe by like the 20th, 21st, certainly maybe, perhaps by the 21st of March, you'd be at about $2.38 to $1.71. That's kind of my expectation by now. By the end of the month, I think that you will, if not be in this area, you'll be higher, pressing $3 and beyond. And then by the end of April, when this overall move, this next phase in the crypto markets starts to go forward, by the end of April, I think you'll be significantly higher. You'll probably be pressing new all-time highs, if not prices that are well above all-time highs. If we take this high to low here, I think that was your, that was your all-time high. Hold on, guys, real quick. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Can you? Yeah. Okay, cool. I don't know if you'll be at 622 by the end of April, but it could happen. It could happen. I certainly do think that you will be around $3, if not above $3, sometime in April. And then by the end of April, we're really looking for targets probably based off of this fib. Hold on, Neil. High to low. Yeah, I would think something around 244. Yeah, 622 could happen by the end of April. Definitely it could. That's kind of the maximum that I would expect. Normally, I don't call for moves that stop between the 1272 and the 100. It's kind of uncommon. But by the end of April, I have a feeling we will be somewhere closer to about 450, if not $3, somewhere in between there. Yeah, that would make the most sense to me. So we're on our way up. Cardano's definitely on the way up. It looks pretty damn good, you guys. Weekly time frame here, weekly RSI, building, looking bullish. I actually want to look at this here. Not XRP, sorry. Okay, ADA. We look at it here. On the weekly time frame, you have bullish divergence on your MACD, bullishly postured on the oscillators. Love to see it. 3-day time frame. Also, that's bullish divergence there on the 3-day MACD. And your oscillators are finding support at the 0 line and looking to build from there. That's a good look right there for sure. Stochastics are looking good. What about the weekly stochastics? Not so good looking, but whatever. Stochastics seem to be weird for whatever reason. Daily time frame. Daily time frame stochastics look fine. Daily time frame MACD looks good as well. You're just taking a little bit of a breather, and the RSI looks good as well. So I definitely believe that you're moving up, you guys. I'm not worried about the price at all. It's possible that we can move lower today. It's possible that today is a sell the news event, but I'm not anticipating that. I'm actually expecting that we probably have a big old nothing burger of a day. It's not really going to be significant at all. The bears that are anticipating a sell the news event that locked in their shorts because everybody in the space is telling them it's going to be a sell the news event, they're going to be sourly mistaken. And then the bulls who maybe they're new bulls who think that this is going to be some kind of crazy bullish event that allows prices to just explode like we just recently saw. They think this is going to happen again. Oh, this happened whenever he announced the crypto reserve. Now they're having a summit about the crypto reserve. It's going to be the same thing. I doubt it's either of those things. I don't think it'll be a sell the news. I don't think it'll be a pump event. I think it's going to be most likely nothing. And if anything, I wouldn't be surprised if around the space today we closed green, not red, because that would be outside of the expectations of the average investor. And that's normally what you do. You tend to do things outside the expectations of the average investor. Anyways, guys, that's all I got for you. If you like the video, hit the like button. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Cardano's on the up and up. If the question at all arised in this video, is it a good time to buy Cardano? I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, but I think it's at a good price to buy personally. I mean, if you want to get in before the next run up, at least. My camera keeps cutting out, but whatever. I'm going to get that fixed soon. So take it easy, guys. Bye-bye.